You are not the mind. A Bhagavad Gita lesson for everyday life. Have you ever noticed how your mind can hijack your whole day in less than 10 seconds? One anxious thought, one memory, one judgment, and suddenly you're spiraling, reacting, defending, replaying old stories. Most of us live as if the mind is who we are. But Krishna gives us a radically different picture. A picture that can completely change how you deal with stress, overthinking, and emotional turbulence. And he does it without spiritual cliches or vague philosophy. Krishna teaches something incredibly practical. Your mind is an instrument. You are the one who observes it, guides it, and ultimately goes beyond it. This isn't a metaphor. The Gita lays it out step by step. There's a hierarchy inside you, and once you understand it, your whole inner world starts to make sense. Let me show you the exact verse where Krishna says this. Senses are higher than the body. Mind is higher than the senses. Intellect is higher than the mind. But beyond the intellect is the self. Bhagavad Gita 3:42. This verse is one of the clearest psychological maps ever given. This one verse is easy to overlook, but once you see what Krishna is actually describing, it becomes the blueprint for the whole inner journey. This is Krishna explaining your inner architecture. Your body reacts, your senses pull you outward. Your mind creates interpretations and stories. Your intellect discriminates. And you, the awareness, stand beyond all of this. This one verse quietly contains the entire teaching. The self is not the mind. The self is the one who watches the mind. This is the same insight Ramana pointed to through self-inquiry, and the same gap Tolle describes between you and your thoughts. But here's the amazing part. Krishna doesn't just give you the structure, he gives you the methods. Krishna speaks about the mind with brutal honesty. In 6:34, Arjuna admits, Krishna, the mind is restless, turbulent, and hard to control. And Krishna basically says, yes, it's difficult, but not impossible. The mind jumps to worst-case scenarios, replays arguments from 3 years ago, or creates entire stories without a shred of reality. Krishna described this human tendency thousands of years ago. In 6:35 he gives the formula, it can be brought under control through practice and detachment. Practice, detachment, 2 words, the entire path. Let's break down what this actually means in everyday life. Wherever the mind wanders, bring it back under the control of the self. Bhagavad Gita 6:26. This is the original return to awareness instruction. It's not suppression. It's not fighting thoughts. It's not forcing silence. It's the simplest possible method. Mind wanders. You notice. You bring it back. This is the same principle behind Tolle's bring attention to the now and Ramana's who is aware of this thought. It echoes mindfulness traditions across India, China, and Japan. But Krishna frames it differently. You are the self guiding the mind, not the mind trying to fix itself. And that shift changes everything. Detachment sounds cold, but Krishna uses it as a psychological tool. Detachment simply means you stop picking up every thought the mind throws at you. The mind generates memories, desires, fears, comparisons, judgments. Your job is not to stop them. Your job is to not merge with them. Krishna uses metaphors throughout the Gita. The mind is like wind. The mind is like fire catching fuel. The mind can be your friend or your enemy. Bhagavad Gita 6:5. A friend helps, an enemy, sabotages. But in both cases, the mind is something separate from you. You aren't fighting yourself, you're retraining a tool. Here are 3 practical Bhagavad Gita methods you can use today. Practice 1. Interrupt the wandering. Whenever you catch the mind drifting into drama, say inwardly, "Mind is wandering." Then bring attention back to awareness itself. This is 6.26 in action. Practice 2. Witness the reaction. When something triggers you, pause and observe the mind replaying its stories. Don't judge it, just witness it. This is the practical application of 3.42. You, standing beyond the mind. Practice 3. Choose the higher place to act from. Before responding, look at the mind like you'd look at weather. Is this coming from clarity or from impulse? Krishna repeatedly reminds Arjuna that the quality of your action depends on where you're acting from. The clear self or the restless mind. This is Krishna's entire teaching on karma yoga. You're not suppressing emotion, you're letting the higher part of you lead. If you take one thing from this video, it's this: you are not the mind. You are the one who sees the mind. Krishna explained it with the hierarchy. Ramana explained it with self-inquiry. Tolle explained it with presence. Different language, same reality. Once you stop living as the mind, you start living with the mind, and that changes everything. If this shifted your understanding of the mind even a little, the foundation becomes even clearer in the previous lesson. It's called You Are Not the Body, a practical Bhagavad Gita lesson. You'll find it linked below and in the end screen. And if you want more teachings like this, stay close. The next Gita lesson is coming soon. dailyselfwisdom.com